Hey art family, I just had a quick announcement before we start today's video. I have to take a little break. We're still going to be doing videos once a month now. The reason for that is I have to get caught up on drawing, because you guys know I draw 9 pieces of paper for every video, and these drawings take me a long time to draw. So I've kind of run out of drawing, so I'm going to start uploading videos only once a month for the winter. You guys are still going to get a video every month, and it's going to be more quality. I'm going to add more to the videos if I can, but I need to take some time for the winter and make a bunch more awesome new drawings for starting up on the spring. Maybe we can get back to every other week, but for now I just wanted to tell you guys we're going to be uploading just one video a month, so make sure you guys check the channel once a month. And I'm going to promise you guys quality over quantity this time, so I think you guys will really enjoy the videos. And we're just going to have a little slow period right now where you guys see one a month, and we'll get back to the normal probably in the spring. But I think you're going to really like the videos, so just stay tuned and stay part of the channel. That everything will be all be the same, because if I went any longer than a month, I would really get to missing you guys, because all of you comment and you're all such kind souls, and I really appreciate being able to talk to you guys. So we'll start doing videos once a month for a little while, and then we'll get back to our normal routine. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's a beautiful one. Love and peace. Today I'll be telling perhaps the greatest fishing tale ever told while we draw a freehand spirograph marker painting. Let's draw together. The colors that you'll need for today's drawing are light purple, primrose, battery charged blue, turquoise surf, wild orchid, hot pink, and graphic green. All right, welcome back everybody. My name is Brent, and this is my cat, Eli. He just took some bacon and ran. I don't know, I've been using bacon for treats, and they just take it and leave the table, so I guess you guys are left to draw with me today. But I have something amazing and beautiful to draw with you guys. We're going to do a freehand spirograph drawing. You don't even need the toy or the tools to do it. You can just use your hand. I'll show you how to do it. All right, so let's start with a turquoise surf marker. You can get turquoise surf in the 40 pack. I'm going to be telling you guys an amazing story today that you guys won't believe. And my wife, Stephanie, who you guys recently met, she likes to brag about this because she outfished me. I have to admit it. She caught a bigger fish than I did. So I'll be telling that story on the second drawing. Let's go ahead and draw the first part of the drawing today. So you want to take your turquoise surf marker and start in the middle of your paper. You guys see down here okay? It's good to be back with you. You just go like this and swirl. And start swirling and spinning the paper. Just like this, we're going to swirl and spin. This is how we do a freehand spirograph. So, are any of you guys nature lovers? Like to go outside? And I mean, when I was younger, I don't get as much time as I used to, but I used to love to go outside and go for hikes. And I miss being able to do that. I have chronic fatigue syndrome now from having long COVID, so it's hard, but I'm getting better. And I'm going for walking dogs with my wife. We volunteer at the dog rescue to walk dogs, so I'm building up my strength. So I know I'm going to be able to go hiking in the woods again soon, as I miss being able to go for hikes and have picnics in the woods. So you'd find a nice old log in the woods with the breeze coming through the trees, and you'd unpack your backpack and pull a sandwich out and a cup of tea and just take in the scenery, right? All right, so after that, we go to, we got a teal marker. We're going to be switching. So you do teal, then maybe go to, let's go to like a light purple. You want to keep alternating colors so you get this like spirograph type drawing. And this is like a battery charged blue color. And then you want to go back to, this is called primrose. You guys just kick back and relax and watch me draw this beautiful drawing. And then the point of this is to make it accessible for you guys to be able to also do this at home. This drawing is going to be incredibly beautiful when it's done, and a lot of people probably have never seen this kind of thing done by hand before, because you usually need a tool to do it. But I was pretty sick when I had COVID, and I laid in bed, and I was in bed for a year, but I had a cutting board and I had some markers and a 500 pack of printer paper, and I stayed in bed and I drew and drew and drew, and I didn't know how to do these drawings before I got sick, so I guess that was a kind of a gift of COVID, because when I was stuck in bed, I got my pens and paper out and I started drawing, and I learned how to do all these drawings, so now I can share them with you guys, and it really is art is therapy. There's nothing like it. It really brings a peace into your life. It builds your self-esteem and brings you comfort in your life. So you guys, I'm having trouble getting these lids off these markers. I think I'm going to leave them off there for now and just finish this drawing. So we'll just keep spinning this drawing, this beautiful drawing. Go ahead and finish it up, and then we're going to do the next drawing, and I'm going to tell the most amazing fishing story ever. If some of you guys like to fish, it's really awesome. It's so relaxing. I started fishing when I was a child. My dad took my brother and I to the river, and he'd throw this bait out and just let it set, and then all of a sudden your pole would move and you'd have something on there. And a lot of times in the river, it's a huge fish. My brother couldn't, and I couldn't believe what my dad was catching. Honestly, I don't know what some of those fish were. I can't even hardly describe some of the things my dad caught, because we were really young and I didn't know what they were, but he caught some amazing fish, and we really enjoyed going fishing. So that stayed with me. And my mother also took me fishing all the time, so I just love to fish. Anyway, while we talked about being in nature, and I'm bobbling these caps around and throwing pens and markers, we made a beautiful drawing without the cats today. They left us, so it was just you guys and me, but hey, it worked out for you guys to see the most beautiful drawing we've ever done on the channel today. So stay tuned for the second one. We're going to make the second part of our pattern now, and I'm going to tell a story that's funny. It's pretty good, so you guys just listen to this story and enjoy it. The next drawing is mainly just using purple, so let's just do some purple. I'm going to start this drawing, and you guys can listen and relax at home, okay? I don't know if you guys fish, but there's all these different baits, thousands of different baits. You could spend your whole lifetime trying different baits, and most of them just never work for you. You just throw them out and nothing happens. But I think the best bait's the tried and true worm. Just throw a worm in the water with a bobber and you're going to catch something. But we were trying all these different things. My wife and I, Stephanie, found a park where we could actually camp in this park and spend a weekend, and we could fish. They had a huge lake. You could fish and camp and do all this fun stuff, and we loved it. It was in Indiana, and so we decided one day we would take our fishing stuff out and just throw lines in. A lot of times we never caught anything. She would take a book and read, and I would just sit there and enjoy watching the birds and just work on my suntan, right? But anyway, I was always trying different baits and trying to catch fish, but nothing was really biting that day. On all these little plastic lures we were throwing, nothing. So I said, we'll rig your pole up. Stephanie said, I'm going to put a big worm on there. She put this big worm on there, and instead of using a bobber, she just threw it on the bottom of the lake. Just threw it out there and let it sit. I'm just over there laying there taking a nap, and she's reading her book, and all of a sudden I hear this just popping sound on the side of the boat. Ding, ding, ding. And her fishing pole is beating against the side of the boat. And I said, honey, Stephanie, I think there's might be a fish on your pole there. You might want to grab it. As soon as she grabs the pole, I'm not kidding you guys, she lifts up and the pole bows to the water. It's bent like a lasso to the water, and she's struggling. She's already huffing and puffing over there, and this thing is pulling line out. And the drag on a fishing pole, you can set it, and it'll make a screeching sound as the line's going out. And I swore it was going to either break her line, or she was going to lose the fish. But she just held it. She was very patient, held it, let it fight. And I'm thinking, what is this thing? What is it? Just a gigantic turtle or an alligator? We don't live in alligator water, but you never know. I mean, this thing is pulling. I fished all my life and never seen someone. Luckily, we had about 15-pound test line on that pole. Luckily, it had really high pound test, so nothing could break it, unless it would have been a giant. Next thing I know, she's holding this thing, and people from around the lake are seeing this, okay? And I've never had this happen. I can't believe this happened. Of course it did to her. She got to become a hero because boats, one after another, started pulling in, and they started to surround our boat with people on cheering on Stephanie. Come on, you can do it, reel it in. And it was just amazing to know that all these people were cheering my wife, Stephanie, on to try and catch this fish. So they're all yelling. We got about 6 or 7 boats around us, surrounding us. I'm hoping these people aren't going to get too close because they could cut her fishing line. They're all yelling and having a good time with this. And she was nervous. We just didn't want her to lose it in front of all these people. I would have hated to have been in her shoes at this point, honestly. I was just saying, just stay calm, just keep reeling. And next thing I know, this thing surfaces, and all I see is this gigantic white sides. I thought, is this a beluga whale, or what is this thing? Luckily, that day I decided to take the biggest net that we have in our garage, and I just reached in the water like I was going to net some kind of small child. I reached into the water, all these people were yelling. In one scoop, I pulled that thing in, and with everything I had when I was 25 years old, strong and healthy, I took everything I had to lift that into the boat over the water. And I'm looking at what's flopping in our boat, and I could not believe it, you guys. I couldn't believe it. She had caught herself probably a 50-pound, I would say 40 to 50-pound catfish out of that lake, and it was flopping in the boat. I'm wondering what are we going to do? And I reached down and I grabbed it like this and lifted it up for all these people. And you guys, if you could just have been there when I did that, and Stephanie holding her pole and they were cheering, it was one of the most thrilling events in my life, honestly. And when you think outside yourself and take in the feelings of someone else, I took in her feelings and her emotion of that moment, and I had tears in my eyes, and I know she did too. And she landed that fish, and it was really amazing moment in our life to have caught that fish in front of all those people. So one of the best camping trips we ever had. Anyway, you guys, I'm glad you stayed. We didn't have the cats with us today, but I can promise you this is probably one of the most beautiful drawings we've ever done on the channel, so I'm glad you stayed. This is what we're going to do. We're going to put these 2 drawings together in a repeating pattern, and I want you guys to check this out. I'll see you back here after you see it. All right, wasn't that a thing of beauty, you guys? The story and the art today, all of it. I hope you guys just really enjoyed today's drawing video. And you guys, I try to make these drawings, show them so that you could try these at home. It's not that hard, and then when you finish it, you could tape it together and hang it on your wall and be proud of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, get your markers out and draw yourself something beautiful. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Love and peace, everybody. And now it's time to thank our channel members: April, Marcy, Vanessa, Cheryl, Amira, Deanna, Karen, and Little Red Capone. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and the artwork. If you guys are interested in becoming a member, supporting the channel, and getting your name shouted out at the end of our videos, feel free to become a member.